My name is Jen, and I am on a journey in order to break free from the destructive patterns of disordered eating and in order to embrace a nourishing lifestyle. My roadmap can be described using an acronym of the word Nourisher. So I'm doing daily video blog posts in order to encourage you, equip you, and keep you up to date on my progress. If this content is helpful or encouraging to you, please consider subscribing, hitting that like button, and sharing with others. It is my deep desire that these videos would help to ignite nourishing transformations in us all.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me for my Nourisher Check In. It is the very first day of summer holidays. And as I mentioned to you, summer holidays for me means tons of excitement and fun things to do, as well as this kind of vice grip feeling like I'm being crushed, or maybe a little bit of an onslaught of anxiety. So I wanted to unpack that with you a little bit and talk about how I'm going to nourish myself this summer. And I'd love to hear from you about what the summer holiday means for you and how you're going to nourish yourself, or how you are nourishing yourself through this summer holiday. So let's dive in. So in terms of noticing my emotions, I definitely this morning am noticing some optimism, but already my kids, when they come home from the last day of school, I don't know if this is just because I live abroad and because of the education system they're in, but they bring home everything. Like, there's so much stuff that comes home with them, and the expectation is that it would all get cleaned and replenished, and you go through everything to see whether or not do they need more glue, and do all their shoes, all their gym clothes, do they fit them properly. And it's just more than the North American context that I grew up in. It's this very intense time of kind of reorganizing and repurchasing everything that they're going to need for the next semester. So we have a very small space where we keep kind of all the kids' stuff, and that is just like busting at the seams right now. So I'm already noticing quite a bit of, a little bit of anxiety just at like the amount of stuff. Like I think I have maybe 8 to 9 unfolded baskets of laundry just from the stuff that they brought home and from the laundry over the past few days. And so I'm already feeling a little bit like I'm drowning in just the amount of things that need to happen from an organizational and cleaning perspective, and then wanting to be, present for the kids. So definitely notice myself kind of detaching a little bit or feeling kind of overwhelmed. So I'm needing to spend a lot of time rewiring my brain in order to offer some calm and relief to those big emotions. In terms of opening up to others, as I mentioned to you in previous posts, this has been a big challenge for me to realize, like, hey, this is the first summer that I'm doing with this nourishing game plan kind of in progress. And so how can I go ahead and ensure that I continue to prioritize these nourishing practices even when there's lots going on? And one of the big things that I was doing in order to try to pursue those goals is to open up, particularly to my husband, to ask for what I need, to ask for help in the summer to be able to carve out some time for myself each day. But now is the first time when I actually have to actuate that and actually need to take that. So sometimes I can get to the point where I can actually ask for it, like, hey, could you please help with the dishes? Or hey, could you please help with this or whatever? But then it's a whole different story for me to actually receive that which I have asked for. So that's going to be the big challenge over the next couple of days. But already, without even asking, I woke up this morning and he was doing the dishes. So I'm already feeling supported in that way. So that is really terrific. So understanding the cycle, definitely feel like I've been eating larger meals and have been finding a little bit more relaxation in food recently. And yesterday I took my kids on this very special day. I am never the fun mom. Never. Maybe that's overgeneralizing. But I'm usually, my husband gets to be the fun one, and I'm kind of a little bit more the one who provides the structure. But, that's not true. He also provides structure. But the point being, he does this fun stuff with the kids, and I typically don't. So I started this new tradition where when they get out for summer break, they're each allowed to invite a friend, and we do all the things that I never do with them. We go to McDonald's, we go to a game center, we go to the mall, we go to a park, and we just kind of have this very fun day. So we did that yesterday. And so that was the first time I had been in a McDonald's since starting this Nourisher Check In. So I kind of thought, okay, how am I going to navigate this in a way that isn't restrictive and that isn't really doesn't have some kind of rule in my head about what I can and can't eat, and yet is still living by my values and nourishing. So what I did was I ordered a fry a French fry kind of as kind of a fun, more celebratory food. And then I grabbed a salad. And I also ate a really big morning snack, actually a huge salad before I went. So I actually even wasn't very hungry going into it. So I felt really great about that I was able to kind of enjoy some funner foods. Definitely do sense my body kind of thinking, oh, it'd be nice to go back to McDonald's. That those kind of foods just have such a grip on me. So definitely noticing that, but feel like I was able to enjoy and yet not, not go for things that I know are particularly harmful, me personally, for my body, not villainizing any of those foods, but just knowing that they really don't agree with me personally. So rewiring my brain, as I mentioned before, I'm like grounding all the time. Like whenever there's like a spare moment, just been trying to really do lots of grounding exercises where I'm using my senses to kind of ground myself in the moment. And that typically ushers in quite a bit of appreciation, which is also very healing for my brain. And I'm really grateful for that. So lots of deep breathing, but I want to be really proactive with emotional connection, particularly with my kids, in order to kind of create a feedback loop where we can be building into each other emotionally as well. So that's the priority for the day. Insulin-friendly eating, I already talked about a little bit, but definitely noticing my meal portions are a little bit bigger right now and, wanting to be cool with that if that's what my body needs, but just kind of wondering, am I doing this because I'm hungry or am I doing this because I'm tired or I'm overwhelmed? So just wanting to keep an eye on that. And sleep, it's just like clockwork. I'm like a baby who gets up, between 1 and 3. And yeah, last night was the same. And hydration has been good. It's been so hot, so I'm pretty motivated to hydrate on busy days like today, or on hot days, I should say, like today. And exercise is just, I really want to hold on to that exercise time, because for me, exercise and rewiring my brain just go so together, especially when I exercise in nature. So I'm hoping to just really hold on to those practices this summer and to continue to enjoy just the pure joy that I get just from moving my body and enjoying the natural surroundings around me, as you can get little glimpses probably in the different videos that I live in a very beautiful place. So my reward is going to be coming through this summer as a nourisher. That's my goal. Coming through this summer in a way that I have the capacity to not only continue to nourish myself, but also to have nourishing, warm, present, available, capacity available for my loved ones as well. And this is just day 1, so we'll see. Thanks for journeying with me. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye for now.